Elysium doesn't refer to this place alone. We have to make our move to learn more about the world and to find new adventures and some new friends.
Have you ever heard the tale of the koi and the dragon's gate? It goes something like this. There once was a koi swimming in the river. It was searching for the dragon's gate. Legends say that any koi able to cross it would be granted gifts beyond measure. The only catch was that it laid far away, high up in the mountains. Other koi attempted the passage themselves, but were unsuccessful. Powerful currents, jagged rocks, exhaustion, fatigue. Many gave up, letting themselves be swept back downstream. However, this koi did not give up. It kept swimming and held close its dream. It wasn't easy. Each and every day it swam. Even if it was only a little, each and every day it would strive to make progress. The journey wore out the koi. It was tired and exhausted. Self-doubt creeping into its mind. However, the koi remained hopeful. It knew that it could work hard and carry through. Near the end of its journey, the koi encountered a staggeringly high waterfall. The rushing waters kept pushing back the koi each time it tried to jump through. But not even this deterred the koi. It thought of how long it had worked, how long it had struggled, and was not going to give up. The koi gathered all its strength, and in a single powerful leap, jumped clear over the waterfall and through to the dragon's gate. The gods, moved by the perseverance and tenacity of the koi, granted it a gift from the cosmos, turning it into a powerful dragon that now roams the mountaintops, inspiring courage and determination in others. Or something like that. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Here, let me take my hat off for a moment. Hello. It's so good to finally meet everyone here. Alright, let's just say real quick, I think we all need a little bit of a, well, rest and relaxation. So, all together, everyone, let's go ahead and give ourselves a real big stretch, alright? There we go. A nice stretch. All right, chat. So, oh wow. Oh wow. That's a lot of energy there, chat. I saw some of the amazing artwork earlier, and I think a lot of you guys caught some of my vibes pretty well. I do really feel like sometimes I am the single dad taking care of some of these wild gremlins here. So how is everyone doing? How are you all too? Chat, what's going on here? Oi, oi. No more of that emoji. Let's calm down a bit, right? Take a deep breath, just... Alright. So, chat, first impressions. Alright, how about this? How about we go debut order, and we start with Bettel. What do you guys thought about Bettel? Oh my gosh, I remember the first time I met him. Wow, the guy has so much energy. I mean, to be fair, they all have a lot of energy. It'll save you. I see some of my senpais in chat. Oh my gosh, have you seen the bits? The bits. Okay, chat, real quick. Let me tell you, we never actually saw each other's debuts. We decided to keep the content, like the main content of some of the stuff we were doing, a secret from the rest of us. And that was the first time I saw all of their debuts. So, oh my goodness. The tomatoes. I love the tomatoes. One of the tomatoes, I think the one on the left-hand side has like, it's just like really detailed. Oh my gosh. I love all the bits. Oh my goodness. That guy, he is amazing. All right. What about the next boy? Flayon, the little gremlin. Did you guys see what he did with the Artress? Oh my gosh. That thing is huge, by the way. I'm surprised a tiny little boy like that can pilot a massive mech. I think he would call it a super mech. Apparently there are some classifications that this old little boomer doesn't really know, but he calls it a super mech, and wow. That oh my gosh. And did you guys see how expertly he piloted that craft? No way. No way. And then, of course, Kitos, you guys should pop in here right after Hakka's debut stream and his original song. Wow, what did you guys think about that? The lungs on that kid, oh my goodness. Wow. I will say, he calls it a pillowcase, and that actually was my pillowcase. I was kind of wandering around the wilderness of Zenokuni when I heard a massive scuffle, someone screaming, and a whole bunch of mayhem going on. So I decided to take a peek, and there I see Hakka fighting with just two strangers, and I have no idea what's going on, and he's just causing a massive fuss. And I see the purple one, Bettel, take out a blow dart and just nail him right there in the neck. And I figured, knowing Hakka, he's gonna cause some trouble, so we bundled him up in a little pillowcase to keep him safe. He did get very angry afterwards, but, you know, just a little bird in a cage, shaking those cages. All right. Oh, wow. A lot of energy there, so hopefully we can balance it all out with a little calming moves, calming feels today. So, Chad, so good to meet you, and I apologize for keeping you waiting for so long, but finally here. The name is Josuiji Shinri, Guild Tempus of HOLOSTARS English. So, without further ado, let's head into our debut. And this card here was given to me when I entered Guild Tempus. We flew out and landed from Zenokuni. They gave me this nice little guild card here. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? All right. So let's start from the top. I am 30 years old, which I think puts me at one of the older members of Guild Tempus. I think I'm I'm pretty sure I'm one of the older members of Guild Tempest, so this boomer needs a lot of coffee to keep up with the energy of some of the youngsters. My birthday is June 23rd, so that's coming up sometime later this year, halfway through. And my height is 185 centimeters. I think that actually puts me a little higher than most of the members of Guild Tempest. Sorry, Altair, but it's cool. I love you guys anyway. And if you're going to ask me which member I think is the shortest, honestly, from where I'm standing, they all seem pretty short to me, but I love them all. They're all my boys. Let's see now. My guild role is a field reporter. As a Ronin, I love to wander around and just kind of take in all the sights, take in all the views, and I think that really fits me as the field reporter. I have a lot of stories to tell about my travels through Xenokuni and a lot of the things I have learned and experienced. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to tell you all about the food. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys, seriously, if you get the chance, absolutely, you really have to go to Xenokuni and try this street food. It's amazing. It's so good. Oh, wow. I could talk about street food for hours, but specifically Xenokuni street food. Oh, wow. You got to get the stands, like the little carts with the wheels that don't have, the Xenokuni health inspector sign on it so they can get out of there whenever someone shows up, right? But that's where all the good food is. Even more so when the stand or the cart is like super rickety because it's been passed down through families multiple generations. That's how you know there's good food right there. Oh my gosh. All right, let's keep going. So, Twitter, it's at Josuiji Shinri, and I think many of you guys have seen me already over there. The live tag and the art tag on this guild card hasn't been updated because we did go through a little bit of changes, but we'll be talking about those later on in the debut. So let's take a look. Stats. My health as a pretty older guy. I've been around, so my constitution's pretty big. I've been able to, rack up and gain some nice chunky health bar right there. So one of the bigger health bars here in Guild Tempest. My Mad MP right there, it looks pretty sizable. I will let you know though, however, most of it goes into creating my energy arrows. So it's constantly just used for that. I can't really cast magic or spells like most of the others can, or like craft amazing potions like Magni. Most of my technology is actually based off the similar technology that Altair has with his light armor too. Strength, I think that's a little bit self-explanatory. I will say Flayon cheats a little bit because his maxed out strength bar, that's including the archers, so... And as a Ronin, I use a bow and arrow, which makes my dexterity one of the highest. Really good with those fingers. Intelligence, it's alright. I'll say that someone, for me, I guess I would say I'm skilled in functional intelligence, things that you need to know to do well, in your everyday life. You give me something about quantum physics, probably not going to think too much about that, but, anything that's practical is what I will say. And luck, I'll say, every now and then, I'm not too lucky, but, every once in a while, once in a blue moon, something really nice and something really amazing happens to me. Let's check out some of the equipment that I've got. The foldable bow, you can kind of see it behind me, although because it is so powerful, Leader Altair has actually told me to keep it stowed away, so I dare not unfurl it in the middle of the guild hall. Along with the bow are my energy arrows, and you've seen already before my Casa hat, which comes with a little hat flame on there, and that hat flame keeps me warm and helps light the way during dark times. And of course, can't forget a light armor, and even though I am an archer, I like to stay away, and even though I keep my distance, I still have to make sure that I can protect myself, so I have a little eye shield here that helps cover my arm in case anything happens. Alright, let's go put that away. Now, let's keep going on with the slideshow. There we go. So, the first thing, my likes. Okay, chat. I'm old. As one of the older members of Guild Tempus, I've got to say I like coffee. In fact, I might say that I almost love coffee. There's something about coffee. I just need to have it. I don't know if it actually does anything for me, to be honest. I think at this point, it's less that I'm drinking coffee for the caffeine, but more just it's out of habit, and if I don't have it in my routine, then I can't proceed with my day. That's what I think it is. I don't know, the caffeine doesn't really do anything for me. Does anyone else feel? I see, there it is, there's a few some of you guys in chat understand the pain. Chat, do you guys know how difficult it is to wake up and have to deal with Flayon and Hakka? I don't mean deal with in a bad way, you know, I just, you know, parental supervision it takes a lot out of you. So I've got to have my coffee, always got to have my coffee. Another thing I like, discounted food. Oh, okay. Hang on, chat. I have a story about this one, all right? I love discounted food. Okay, so the first story is, when you go to the grocery store, right? And you get like cans of food, right? Every now and then you'll see a can of food, like a can on discount, and it's only because it has a dent in it, right? And come on, the food inside is still pretty good. Just because like it's cosmetic damage on the can doesn't mean that the contents are bad, right? So I love to get discount food, but chat, shh, okay. This one time in Zenokuni, back in Zenokuni, this story, okay, so, I should, okay. Monster hunting, as exciting as it is, does not pay well. So, after a long days of monster hunting those corruption beasts, I love to go and get some discounted food, especially discounted bentos. And this one time, back in Zenokuni, I was waiting out there because at a certain time, the employees will come out and they'll have these little stickers, you know, the 30% off stickers, and they'll like, you know, stick them on various pieces of food that have been out there for a little bit longer, right? But here's the trick, chat. Here's the trick. You can't stand too close to them. And you don't want to make any eye contact. Because what happens is, if the employee sees you, and they see you eyeing that bento, right, you become desperate. You know, they absolutely know, like, oh, I see Shinri. He's eyeing that bento, right? And he's going to take his time. He's going to make you just stand there, right? So you kind of have to, like, stand out a little to the side, you know, kind of like, just eye it a little bit, you know, just wait for it, right? But here's the thing, though. You can't just walk around. You can't leave the area. You know, you have to be within the vicinity of the bento, because if someone else gets it, I mean, that's a lost meal. You know, 30% off. Oh my gosh, especially the bento has like seaweed salad. Oh my gosh, like you can't let that go. You can't let that go. But there's a fine balance that you have to experience where, you know, over time you'll get to learn it. There's an art to waiting by the bento, but not looking too desperate. Just eyeing the bento every now and then, you know? And then the moment that sticker goes in, right? And the employee turns his back, that's when you strike. That's when you go in. Oh my gosh. I can see already from the comments and chat, some of you guys understand the struggle. All right. Now, with likes, there also comes dislikes. Number 1, confusing food names. Okay, chat. I've been around Zenokuni for a while. I've been around this world for a while. I've eaten a lot of food, but like all the food that I've eaten has not prepared me for some of the stuff I've seen here in around the guild hall, in the streets and the alleyways that I see at the guild hall. Here's the thing, okay, confusing food names, right? Let me tell you what I mean. If someone says, hey, Shinri, drink this, it's like a tropical drink, right? I can kind of understand that. I can think to myself, probably some kind of coconut, some kind of pineapple, maybe some lime, you know, something fresh, refreshing, and crisp, right? And that's what I'm thinking to myself, right? But if someone comes up to you and goes, hey, try this, it's called a rainbow unicorn blast. What is that supposed to taste like? How am I supposed to prepare my taste buds for something called a rainbow unicorn blast. Like, is the rainbow, is it the unicorn that's doing the blasting, or is it like a rainbow unicorn? Like, are unicorns a separate flavor? Or are there like red unicorns and blue yellow unicorns and purple ones? And like this one is a combination of all of them, and it's like, a rainbow unicorn. Like, what does that flavor mean? You know, how am I supposed to anticipate it? You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. You know, like at least tell me it's gonna be like sour. You know, I can prepare myself for that. Sour is good. I can understand sour. You know, bitter. All right, cool. I can do bitter. I like coffee. I can do bitter, right? But like Rainbow Blast. What? Who came up with these names? Who approved this as a product? Okay, but to be fair, Chad, to be fair, sometimes when you try it out, when you taste it, it does taste like that. I had a drink that claimed itself to taste like the beach, and I drank it, and it tasted like the beach. I have no idea how to explain it, but it just tastes like the beach. It just did. It hit all the notes, everything you would think about what the beach would taste like, and it just did. I don't know how they did it. I don't know, but but it's wild. But yeah, this old boomer, please just let me know the thing that I am putting in my mouth. Please let me just describe it properly so that I can properly anticipate it. All right. And of course, very specifically, mannequins. I think some of you guys may have seen my tweets. I love horror games, but like mannequins, the trope. I think everyone has seen the trope, right? Something about the trope of mannequins terrifies me. I know what it is. I know exactly how it works. I've seen them before. I've seen them many, many times before, right? Perhaps it's the archer in me that sees a mannequin and thinks to myself, oh, it's a target, but it's not. Maybe that's what terrifies me. But here's the thing, like, imagine you're walking down, you know, a nice little department store, right? And you see all these mannequins there, right? And it's all dark, and, you know, people have gone home, you know, the department store's about to close, right? And then you hear like some in the background, or if you just hear some cracking in the background. What do you do? Like, you turn around and you see a whole bunch of mannequins there. A little thought passes by your mind and makes you think, wait a minute. Was that mannequin standing there? I'm pretty sure it was by the door. Nah, can't be, right? It can't be. No, it didn't be, right? Just the trick of the light. I'm just seeing things. So you turn around, you continue going around, and you're still walking around, and then you hear some more cracking in the background. You just hear some sounds, and then you look back. The mannequin's no longer there. It's not there anymore. Where did it go? It doesn't make a sound every now and then. Sometimes it does, and other times it doesn't. Oh my gosh, the trope, it's everywhere. I've seen it. I know what's gonna happen when I see it, but every single time it still terrifies me, and I can't get over it. So that's one of my big dislikes. All right, so enough about that. Let's talk about some of the manga and anime that I like. Mostly slice of life. In my old soul, a lot of things that I like are very cozy, very comfy. Something that's, you know, not too much happens. Yudukam, Azumanga Daioh, Cromartie High, A Bride's Tale, and Yokohama Kaidashi Kiko. I think some of you guys may know the last one. It's a little bit of an older manga out there. I think it was turned into a OVA a couple episodes. But yes, oh my gosh, I love this. All right, I can see it already. Some people in chat are like, oh, you know, ooh, it's a slice of life. It's not exciting. You know, nothing happens. There's no fights, right? And sure, that's true. That's a valid point. But in my experience, I think the little things in life, just enjoying the experiences that you have with your friends, the time that you spend with the people close to you, I really love that. You know, even if just making out a game of some silly things, you know, I just love that kind of stuff. But of course, every now and then I do have a soft spot for the classics like Bleach, Death Note, Ranma 1/2, and Read or Die. So I do enjoy action here and there when I want to turn my brain off and just have some fun. Oh, and some fun thing about Bleach, I hear it's coming back again. Oh, I'm kind of excited. I have not been able to catch up in the latest episodes, but oh wow. A little story about my childhood. My friends and I used to talk about how we would each have our own like chikais and bankais, and we would make fun of, like we would come up with our own like little power sets, like, oh, my Zanpakuto would have this kind of thing, and we'd be like bankai, and like we would, cast our own bankai as we like, play pretend. I miss those days, but okay. To be completely fair, completely like honest and like truthful to you guys, I have a little bit of commitment issues. I could never like settle down on one power because I was think about this power and be like, wait a minute, but this one is cooler, but this one has these weaknesses. I need to come up with a new power that can like take over, shore up these weaknesses and defenses. So I could never settle down on one of those, but I always had a lot of fun just messing around with those. Oh my goodness. I see, yeah, some of you guys, yeah. Oh my goodness, right? The ones with the commitment issues where you just can't pick. You can't pick and you can't settle down. All right, so with anime and manga, here we have some games that I love to play. Absolutely love horror. I would love to set myself out as the horror VTuber here in the horror guild member of Guild Tempus, and games, especially the ones that have lore, the ones such as Visage, Madison, Resident 7 and 8, oh, and all the DLCs. Oh my goodness, the one where you get to punch your brother, I think. I've been told to play this one because you specifically get to beat the crap out of your brother. Relative? Uncle? I forget. One of those. And I know some of you guys have seen me asking about this, but RPG Maker horror games, absolutely love these. They can't forget the classics such as E, Madfather, and Witch's House. I know Pocket Mirror is getting a remake soon, so maybe we'll get some of those streams scheduled in the future. So I love RPG Maker horror games. And of course, we have some comfy games. Ones like Slime Rancher 1 and 2, Power Wash Simulator, Mortuary Assistant. I love these comfy games. Things where you just kind of hang out and, turn your brain off and have a wonderful time, cleaning off some gunk from the water, collecting some slime, stuffing bodies, and, making sure that everyone gets all the houses and their, trees and all that cleaned up. Oh, what? What do you mean Mortuary Assistant isn't a comfy game? What? No, what do you mean? Okay, chat. You know what? I'll put my money where my mouth is. All right. We'll play Mortuary Assistant. We're gonna schedule that in. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. It's very comfy. I'll show you. Okay, I'll show you. Oh, there's a lot of lore that I really want to get into about Mortuary Assistant, but I don't have time to get into it. All right. And of course, indie games, visual novels, specifically visual novels that are angsty. Okay, there's something about angsty love that it just hits a soft spot for me. I love it when it's just super angsty, right? Like when you read it and you're like, oh, I want these two to get together. Like, oh, they really need to just kiss, just find a room and kiss, hold hands at the very least, right? But no. Fate keeps ripping them apart, keeps tearing them apart, and make sure that they can't get together, I love that stuff. I don't know, I have a soft spot for it. But yes, I love visual novels. And of course, relaxing puzzle games. But yeah, I love RPG Maker games, and I would love to be able to play those with you. But wait a minute, chat. Do you hear that? Chat, I think you got to get ready. Chat, I think you need to get ready for something. I hear something coming. Watch out, chat. Watch out. my god, chat. A monster has attacked. We're gonna have to defend ourselves. Quickly, you're gonna have to pick an action to defend yourself with. Choose an option in the poll, and then you'll be able to commence and use those actions in the game here. Alright, chat, we don't have that much time. You have to select on an option. It looks like looks like most of you want to attack. Alright, here we go. Nice hit, chat. It looks like it did a lot of damage. Alright, chat, let's see. I think it's my turn. And I think with all of us working together, I think we can defeat this monster. So, you know what? Since you guys are such good chats and you guys are so powerful, I'm going to be inspired by you and go ahead and take the initiative as well. And we're going to take another hit at the monster. There we go. Look, it looks like it's very injured. I think we might be able to defeat it with the next couple of hits. But chat, you need to watch out. I think it's going to attack you. Oh no. Ooh, okay, chat. You took a lot of damage. But we need to keep you safe, alright? One more time. What option are you going to take here? Think you might have to make a decision real quick? Oh, it looks like using an item? Defending? Oh, chat. Alright, just a couple more seconds. It looks like attack is going to win out. Alright, chat's going to attack one more time. And... it looks like he did it! Congratulations, chat! You're able to fight back the monster. Nice! Well done, well done! Oh my goodness. Nice, nice. Alright, let's head back to the slide. Oh. Oh my gosh. Alright. Did you guys like that? Okay, so that took me so long to set up. Okay, Alright, so I had actually thought that this would happen, but you guys all picked the fastest way to defeat the encounter. I did have options, like different outcomes depending on what kind of item that you selected. If you picked rock, if you picked the item, you would have thrown a rock. Defending would have like absorbed some of the damage and you would have taken less damage from the monster. But I had no idea what chat would do. So I had to set that all up. Every single one of those in different orders, like in case various permutations. Did I set the orc up to attack? Maybe. I mean, of course not. It was just a random encounter. Altair. Of course not. But there was so much more that I could have shown you, but I don't think we have enough time to get through all those, so I'll have to go through and show you guys some of those later on. But oh my goodness, I didn't expect you all to like be so aggressive and attack the monster like that so quickly. Oh my gosh. All right. But yeah, so one of the fun things I love to do is mess around with some of the interactions here on chat with stream. So I love to do more of these for you guys. They do take a little bit of time to set up, but I love doing these things, so it's a lot. Okay. To be fair, I did save a nice 30% off bento box for him afterwards. Don't let Altair know, okay? All right, moving on. Hobbies. All right, so budget traveling. As a Ronin, I love to wander around the guild, the guild halls, the wilderness, the outside, just everywhere, that I can want to. I love to budget travel, and like I said, monster hunting doesn't really get that much, isn't that profitable these days. So I have to, cut costs wherever I can. By the way, another story that I have, back in Zenokuni, there are these little really cheap inns that you can go to that aren't really expensive. And my friends and I all decided to plan out a huge trip to walk all the way around the perimeter of Zenokuni. And that would have taken, a good, some time. But this reminds me because chat, do you guys ever have those friends who keep talking and talking and talking oh, let's set up this plan, let's do something fun, and then you plan this out months in advance, but then as you get closer and closer, you're checking in with your friends and you're like, hey, how's the planning going? Have you saved up some money? Do you have, your transportation ready? Did you get your gear packed and everything? And they'll tell you, yeah, Shinri, I got this set up, I've been planning a lot, right? And then as the day gets closer and closer and closer, one by one, they all start flaking. One by one, they all start flaking until the day comes and you're there with your bicycle and you're waiting for your friends. And then you just get a text message and they're like, oh, sorry, Shinri, something came up. This thing that we were planning for 5 months in advance, we can't go to. And we're just telling you on the day of. And then now Shinri has to go and bike across all of Zenokuni to himself and end up getting flat tires and have to walk the rest of the way because he hit a rock at the very beginning of the journey. But the point is, I love to travel and I love to see different sites, especially if it's cheap. A couple of other things, street food videos. Chat, at my age of 30, there's something very nice. You kind of figure out what you like and what you don't like. And for me, I like to turn my brain off and then just listen to the ambiance of street food videos. Oh my gosh, I could listen. I'll just have it on the background. I won't even look at the food. I'll just listen to the hubbub and the burbs of the background music, the people just walking around the streets, people cooking food, people shouting for, okonomiyaki or all that stuff in the streets. I love that stuff so much. I could just leave it on. I love it. I love it. Oh. But, simple things in life. And of course, every now and then, I love to turn my head off and play some ARAMs. League of Legends, I hear, it's just rumors, but on the flight here to the guild hall from Zenokuni, I was told that Altair is very good at League of Legends ARAMs, and apparently there's this a clown that is one of his favorite characters. So I love to be able to play some League of Legends with the leader. And of course, HOTS, which some of you guys may not know. Hey, the game, they may not be developing it anymore. They may not have any updates or patches, but it's still a good game, okay? It's still a good game. It's fun. You don't have to last hit, all right? That's a big thing. You don't have to last hit. Everyone shares experience, and you don't have to worry about items. You can just kind of get the perks as you level up at certain intervals, It's a casual game, Hey, don't judge me, okay? Like I said, I like to turn my head off, go ahead empty into these ARAMs. All right. So, what kind of content can you expect from me? Couple of things. Number one, the comfiest horror streams. I've been told, Shinri, you are the only person that I know who can play horror games and make it so comfortable that I can fall asleep to it. And I'll take that as a win, I love horror games, especially the ones with lore. So horror game lore deep dives will also be something that you will see me play. This may mean that I play horror games a little bit slower than usual because I love to go and try to find every single piece of lore, piece together everything. Even if it's small side stories, I will try to find all that I can. So please, bear with me. I would love to be able to put them all together and give you guys a nice summary of every single thing. And finally, relaxing food zatsudans. I can talk a lot about food, and every single day, I have been told that a lot of my content, my talking topic points always go back to food for some reason. But I can't help it, chat. I just love food. All right. Now, there we go. Next up is this wonderful photo of me on all angles. Check me out, chat. Look at that. Now, for those of you guys who are trying to desperately take a screenshot of this, don't worry about it. I will be posting a full set of my selfies up on Twitter after this stream. So this is what I look like with my jacket on, and this is what I look like with my jacket off. And here, let me go ahead and demonstrate for you. There we go. Look at that. And yes, the tattoo goes all the way across my chest, down my left arm. Look at that. But, chat, one thing I do want to point out, for everyone, all right? So, Leader Altair usually wants us to stay in uniform and, stay, prim and proper in case anything happens at, any given time. But, on rare occasions, I would love to put my hair down and just go casual. I don't have to wear this uniform. I can just put my hair down and let it all out. Just let it hang. So, but of course, as a Ronin, during work days, we have to stay in uniform. We have to stay, in tip-top condition, ready to go at a moment's notice in case anything happens, in case adventure calls. But whenever I have the chance to relax and get some, rest, I'll like to put my hair down like this. All right. And here are some of the accessories that I use, and nothing else, just my accessories. There's the bow and how it folds up behind my back, and it pops open like that whenever I need to do it. And from there also comes out my energy arrows. And of course, you've already seen my hat. That. You can turn the fire on and off when I just want to, stay covert. It's just that. Nothing else. Just my hat and my bow, and how cool that hat and bow are. Yes. Nothing else. Absolutely nothing else. All right. So a couple of the goals that I would love to have here at Guild Tempest. Voice acting. I would love to get into voice acting. I think it's one of the big things that I really do want to get better at. I've seen... Did you guys see Flayon? Maki-chan's voice acting? Oh my goodness, that is off the charts. I would love to do that. Like, please. I want to learn that. Next one over there is singing. I'm not the best at singing, but I do want to give my best for you all and keep working hard to make sure that I can do a wonderful job singing for everyone. So please come with me on this journey so I can improve my singing, so I can best entertain you all with some of the amazing songs that I've got. Oh, speaking of songs, after the debut, you'll see my cover of Daddy Daddy Do, which has already been scheduled. The waiting room is up, but we'll be sending you in a redirect over there right after the debut is finished. All right, next, for Holo Tempest, love to start making some visual novels and audio dramas. Featuring yours truly, of course, and if possible, I'm going to drag the rest of the boys in there too. And if they could all, oh my goodness, if Maki-chan could lend his voice acting skills, I think that would be amazing. It would be wonderful, right? And of course, the first four boys, the guys here at Guild Tempest, the original four boys, of course, they are not exempt. Going to be dragging them into visual novels and some audio dramas as well, so please keep your eyes out for that. And finally, be better every single day, even if it's a little bit, just like the koi from the lore video. I think we should all strive to be making a little bit of progress, making sure that we can, improve ourselves bit by bit every single day. All right. Some of the hashtags here that I would like to show off to you. My lab tag will be Streamery, because it's a pun. I think we're supposed to all do puns or something like that. The art tag, I think you may have seen the announcement on Twitter, will be hashtag Josuiji Art. And please use that to make sure that I can catch all the amazing art. I've been trying to collect and retweet them as much as possible, but there's just so many, so please give me some time to get to all them all. A couple of other tags. Assets tags. It gets chilly from time to time, so when I do want to warm up, and grab a nice little scarf like Magni does, I do want to use some assets and show them off as well. So please use the hashtag Shinri, take this, and then you can throw that at me, and then if I get the permission to use that on stream, I'll be able to show those off and display some of the amazing assets that you guys can draw. For the meme tag, this one is at the credit of Bettel, Josuiji. I think it's cute. And for the fandom, hashtag comfy kois, because we are all here to be just like those kois, to strive to get better every single day and eventually make our way past the Dragon's Gate and become powerful dragons that inspire, determination and, just wonder and just lots of hope for everyone, So, Comfy Kois will be the fandom name, and you'll all see what I have in store for you. I think may have teased a little bit on Twitter, but no spoilers just yet. And of course, my Oshi mark as the archer is the bow and arrow. Love to see that thrown into chat there. All right, so before we head over to a little showcase, let's thank my mama here for giving me a wonderful body, for making me look absolutely amazing. Nitaka, thank you so much. Thank you. Arigato. Thank you so much. And my papa, Eluga, thank you so much for making me move so fluidly. I really appreciate it. I could not do what I do without their amazing work. So please give them a lot of love and a lot of support. Thank you, mama and papa. All right, so here's the photo shoot. Let me go ahead and step back a little bit so that I can give you a full picture. Now, you guys have seen some of the things already, such as my hat here and my jacket. And every now and then, when it's, not too warm, but just, brisk, I can go ahead and sling it around my back just like that. All right, and can't forget the little shield. Helps protect me against monsters. All right, nice. Oh my goodness. I'm realizing that I'm actually going I'm running a little bit over time. So let's go ahead and zoom in so that you can see some of the nice little details real quick. All right. Woo, way too close. All right, chat. So you can see my face here. See those little earrings? I will let you know that they are clip-ons. They don't pierce, but they just nicely grab onto my lobe like that. And they do flow around like this very nicely. All right. And showing off my jacket here. Of course. It's just the jacket, chat. You guys are watching respectfully, right? All right. Let me go here and show you some of the more details here. Look at that. I think some of you may have already noticed that my hand is blue, and the story for that is something I just can't tell you at the moment. It is too much of a burden for me to explain. And of course, a little pouch here as well. And what are those? Look at that. Of these shoes. Little steppies. All right. So that's that. And now, before we continue, or before we conclude, we're going to go ahead and give out some more shout outs to some of the amazing people who have helped contribute to this wonderful day. Loading screen, Suzuki-san. Suzuki 200, thank you so much. I can't believe how incredible the art is. I did forget to put in, this is the loading screen, but also the artist for the Daddy Daddy Do cover art as well. So please, lots of love to them. The outro screen that you'll see later is also by Dakuma. Stinger transition from Negai Labs. The overlay and logo by our very own Hololive Productions. And my schedule was made by Akobi. And the lore video illustrations, the amazing Sumie painting art. Let me go ahead and shuffle over a little bit so that you can see it all. By Hanzo Ravenspear. Thank you so much for your incredible work and just everything for helping me put all this together. So I absolutely could not do what I did here today without all of your amazing work. So please give all these amazing talented people lots of love. And here we go. So here's my schedule. I know it's a little bit hard to read because there's a lot, but starting tomorrow, we have the Holo Tempus English, or HOLOSTARS English Tempus Vanguard collab featuring us four new boys here. And my normal stream times are actually going to be earlier in the mornings. So to help everyone kind of ease into the schedule, we'll have a whole series of double streams. So 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern will be a morning Zatsudan all week long, as well as an evening stream featuring, first of all, Mortuary Assistant, because I'm a man who puts his money where his mouth is. Is that the quote? Is that the saying? I don't know. But we have Mortuary Assistant, Night Delivery, collab with Fogs, My Little Boy, Within Scary, Slime Rancher 2, and then finally we're ending up with a spicy Zatsudan ASMR stream, which, chat, don't get any ideas, it's spicy ASMR because Vesper has actually kindly allowed me to share some of his very spicy sauces. So we will see how I fare in that challenge as a as a fellow older member of Guild Tempus. So I think at some point Vesper will initiate everyone with those hot sauces. All right. So chat, I think that is all for today. Let me go ahead and step over this way. So chat, I just want to take the moment here really quickly to say thank you. Thank you so much. I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm finally here at Guild Tempus, and this has been an incredible opportunity for me. I promise to do my best. This is a chance that I will not let go and not let slip between my fingers. I will do everything I can to make sure that this is the best for everyone. And alas, I don't have much time left, but thank you all again. Thank you so much. I will be redirecting you over to my Daddy Do cover song, and then afterwards we'll be meeting up with Bettel again because he has a very big surprise saved up for us. He won't tell me what it is, but we'll all see it then. So again, thank you everyone. Thank you so much. And see you soon.